Synopsis 030 here. And here, this is
JVS.
Okay. Alright, so this is, what episode is this? This is
episode 21.
21. I didn't realize it was that many episodes. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Alright, so this is episode 21, and the title of this episode is, what, The Runaway Dinosaur?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're that. Alright. This is a spoiler review, guys, so hopefully you guys watch the episode. If you haven't, check it out. If you don't want to miss this episode. We just got caught up back on it, so we're gonna tune you guys on with our thoughts and review of this episode.
Yeah.
So starting off with this episode, you know, you find out Barry's actually caught in the Speed Force.
Now that was dope.
The shot in itself was just amazing.
That was a huge shot. Yeah. Because like Cisco, like he touched Barry's suit, and then he just saw him, and you're like, yeah, what is going on?
Yeah, he was just like there, and you see all these lightning bolts. I was like, yo, this is epic. And then, so you get to see from Barry's perspective what it's like to actually be in the Speed Force. And the first person he talks to, he says at the house, and he's talking to Joe, who appears to be Joe, and he finds out you're actually talking to the Speed Force.
And that was
trippy. Like, and so the whole time the Speed Force is like, all right, and Barry's like, can I go back now? And Speed Force is like, you can, but you gotta catch this shadow figure or whatever. So that was really interesting to watch, man.
Yeah.
And all the while, back on Earth, so you got Cisco, you got Iris, you got Joe, Flash's dad. You got the entire crew. They're trying to get Barry back, and all the while, the particle accelerator, right, had reincarnated the metal guy. I forgot his name.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what's his name is. The words of The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what his name is.
Anyway.
Yeah, I gotta put that out there.
Really? You just want to self-promote, doesn't you?
It might be related. I don't know. Anyway, continuing on, what was your thoughts about, I guess, the beginning part of the episode up until, well, you didn't like the villain, how he's kind of like a zombie, metal zombie, how he kind of walked around there.
Yeah, so in the non-spoiler review, I talked about the fact that in the beginning, when you first see Flash, like Joe said with Joe, the moment in time that he sees Joe is when his mom had died, like literally the crime scene of the house after she had died. Mm-hmm. And then the next thing he sees is Iris, and she's at the moment when they kiss, which she doesn't remember because he sacrificed himself to go back and change that.
Yeah.
And so it's each moment that he's going to is places of pain for him that he not only doesn't want to deal with, but he's moved past. And like it by the end of this episode, it really solidifies his core of the fact that yes, he was gifted to get this, but he was born for this.
Yeah.
Like he was born into it for the specific moment. And it's like basically the Speed Force was trying to equate to him that you're gonna have to get to a place that you realize that things will continue to happen. People will continue to suffer. And it's not because of you. It's because of the fact that you have to be a light in the midst of that darkness that's happening before you and after you. And like, I love that. Because Barry came out of the episode like a straight G. Like his whole fusion of being connected to the Speed Force, to me, is going to make him faster. And make him more attuned with everything. Like, the way he just brought Wells' daughter back to life, I was like, yo, he didn't even know, but he knew that he could do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a Neo thing that was kind of going on with him. And it reminded me also of, I know a lot of people don't like the movie, but Superman 3, when Superman was fighting with his bad self, when he interconnected, he kind of walked away as Superman, finally, more fulfilled. And that's the kind of thing that I loved about this stuff. It was like so potent. And even like the moment when he was at his mom's grave, like that moment really hit me. And I was like, dude, I didn't even think of the fact that he hadn't been visiting his mom's grave. I didn't even think of the fact that he couldn't bring it up because it was so deep rooted inside, you know. And I loved it, especially that last comment that he had memorized the story so much hearing it with his mom that he literally said it back to the Speed Force. Speed Force got this realization that he's ready to be who he's meant to be, and I love that. Now, I say all that to say the reason why I gave this episode a 9.5 or a 9 out of 10 is because the villain was whack. Like, they brought back this dude that was the metal guy. Now, when he first showed up, the first, what was it? I don't know, first season or whatever, and Barry did like the first super punch or whatever, that was cool. When I see this dude walking down the street, he's like, I was like, Thriller! And I was like, yo, what is he doing? And I was like, I know he's trying to be a zombie. You know, I understand that. But maybe they should have got somebody from The Walking Dead to redo his freaking, like, choreography, because gosh darn, it was the most annoying thing ever. Even the people that were interacting when he would do stuff, like, I think, like, he had messed somebody else's Hummer up. The dude was like, that's my mom's car! I was like, it was so cheesy and corny. I think because we looked at Batman vs. Superman, and the tone is so serious, when moments like that happen, it takes me away. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I couldn't get with the villain. I'm sorry. That was my real weakness this episode. Glad Barry came back and saved his boo. Now that West Allen, that Barry Allen, and Iris Allen to me. Nah, I'm just playing. But nah, I loved them. I loved them together. I mean, I loved the episode. It's just I didn't like the villain.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, what was your turning point, I guess, for this episode?
I gave this episode a 9. Practically, I don't know, because I think I can't really decide if the villain that they used in this episode was a bad move or whether it was a good move, because without Barry, there's nothing they could have really done as far as Zoom. There's really nothing they could have done.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the villain was really cheesy. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I don't know what I would have done, to be honest with you. It's like, I don't know, like a writer for the story, but it is what it is. I think it made up for itself as far as watching Barry in the Speed Force. Because like before, I was thinking, you know, Barry didn't die. In the next episode, you see him like in the Speed Force. I thought it was like a huge cop out. Yeah. But I think I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. You think would the episode served better if like this whole Speed Force thing would have been, you know what I'm saying, the last part of the episode, the last season, the end of the season, where instead of, you know what I'm saying, like Wells' daughter and Wally, they start uncovering their powers and they try to stop Zoom, and Barry's still in the midst of trying to come back. I think that him not coming back, but like getting that realization and then ending like that, I think that it would have been better served, I guess, at that time. I don't know. But what did you think about that Zoom part though, with him getting all the Earth 2 villains in? It kind of felt kind of pushed in there to me. I didn't think it was really needed. Yeah, honestly.
And some of them look kind of whack. Yeah, apart from the floating green dude.
Somebody had like a gosh darn whatchamacallit. Now he looked like what's his name? Ghost Rider. That's what he looked like. He looked like a weird looking version of Ghost Rider. But anyway, I don't know. I enjoyed the episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed our spoil for review. Yeah. We've got a reaction that we're gonna be posting up a little bit later on tonight. Keep it locked. JVS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're not gonna stop. we're not stopping. So, yeah, deuces.
Peace, everybody.
Take it easy.